Radio Free Tatooine presents Galactic War Report, a Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes podcast.
Boshuda, fellow Holotable hustlers, you're tuned in to Galactic War Report, a Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes podcast that's better than some and worse than others. I'm Sean, a.k.a. the other Sean, and sitting across the holotable from me is John, a.k.a. the uncanny Mr. H.
Still alive.
Still alive, even though we're in Michigan. It's been an interesting week in the game. We've got a lot of information popping out this week about things that are going to be happening over the course of the next couple weeks. Right. Especially as the anniversary of Galaxy of Heroes is creeping toward us, or we're creeping toward it.
The passage of time is such that I can't tell if it's hurtling or creeping.
Yeah.
But it's definitely moving.
It is moving. 25th is our target date. If we can survive till the 25th, we get some pretty cool stuff. We are going to be talking about some of the stuff we've learned in the State of the Galaxy for November, which just came out this week. So much happened this week, like right after we released our show.
Sure. That's usually how it works.
Yeah. So we'll get into all that in a little bit, and of course, we'll be talking about that grind. But first, I want to talk about some upcoming events, courtesy of swgohevents.com. For a list of past, present, and future events in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, there's no better resource on the web than swgohevents.com. Now, check this. Friday, the 20th, today.
Here we are.
IG-11 on Navarro.
Yeah.
Yes, the child.
Very excited about that.
Baby Yoda in the game.
I suppose that's true.
Finally.
He's not Baby Yoda.
That's pretty exciting stuff. No, CG's not here. We can call him Baby Yoda. We can call him whatever we want.
Nobody invited him today.
Yeah, so we've got Navarro Galactic Challenge going this weekend, where you will unlock your IG-11 shards. It'll be going again next weekend to get even more. And I'm sure there's a pack in the store. I haven't looked, but it's there.
It wasn't when I looked a while ago, but reset hasn't really hit for everything yet.
Yeah, it's Pacific.
Usually 3 a.m.
Yeah. So that's awesome. We've also got an Omega battle on Coruscant. The real action's on Coruscant, not Navarro, right? 21st, Saturday, we've got a credit heist. Always welcome. 22nd, we've got a forest moon if you want to bang your head against the wall with your droids. Let's do it.
Well, they're about to get even better.
Yeah. Yes, they are.
Be a while till you can use IG-11 there, but.
Training droid smuggling on the 23rd, as well as Admiral's Maneuver. I always forget. Every time that pops up, I think
yours.
I've only got like one or two more, right? No, I'm sure I have a ton. I think it's like 3 or 4 more until I'm finally done. Oh, yeah, it's going to be 4 more. What else do we have? Also on the 23rd is a lot of things. Training droid smuggling, meh. Admiral's Maneuver, as much as I love the Radis in the film, meh. Grand Arena, we've got a new Season 12, Week 4 starting that day, as well as a Territory War starting that day.
It's my dad's birthday, too, so I'm going to have to talk to Sig about not putting that on a calendar.
Oh, yeah. What an oversight.
Put it on for the 23rd. It is. Yeah. November 23rd, 1943, in case you guys want to.
43. So he's a couple years old.
He's a few. Yeah.
Got a couple years on even me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then
add our ages together, and it's about the same as his.
Yeah. To celebrate your dad's birthday, on the 24th, we'll have an Omega battle on Bespin.
Ooh, he does love Bespin.
25th, nothing happens. Nothing happens.
That's the day before
The
Thanksgiving.
game freezes. Yeah.
American Thanksgiving, I should specify.
But we'll still be doing a Grand Arena and Territory War and all that. On the 26th, we have a Omega battle on Endor and Home 1.
I appreciate that CG doing their diligence and helping people during this pandemic, encouraging them to stay home and not go out and see other people by giving us absolutely nothing to do on the 26th. Like, give us something to encourage us to stay home.
Well, so 25th, I say nothing is happening, but the 25th is when they said we will be getting our goodies for the 5th anniversary of the game.
Sure.
I don't remember exactly what we got last year, but it was like 2 years ago we got a full Zeta. Which is cool. I mean, that's a decent thing to wake up to.
Like we're asleep when
year,
reset hits.
Exactly. Like we sleep. Last year, if I remember correctly, part of the reward was General Skywalker and Darth Malak shards. Which
I believe that's how I got the 10 or 15 shards that I have of Malak.
Yeah, I think it was. I think it was like 15. That's something. So I'm excited to see what it's going to be this year. Always a good day. So there'll be that, and I hope something else. But I wish there was like a all day silly event or something.
On what day?
I will have my phone out on the couch on Thanksgiving.
I'm gonna talk through my channels and see if I can get something put together, which means absolutely nothing's going to happen. So don't hold your breath. I'm gonna send a pointedly worded email.
Yeah, could we have like a turkey event?
That would be hilarious.
Turkeys.
Just to release the new raid, but put a cosmetic turkey outfit on the Rancor. When he eats, he goes.
Make it a portrait you can earn. Some stupid turkey.
That'd be hilarious.
I would use it.
Absolutely.
I've been a princess
for how long?
Or give me, not the portrait, but the title, Turkey. Oh,
I was a tactical genius for a very long time because it entertained me greatly.
What are you now?
I think I'm just an officer right now.
I thought you were a tactical genius last I saw.
I might still be. It greatly
a few days ago, and I thought that's funny.
Yeah, that's the level of humor I bring to the game.
I figured that was intended, not like, you know what? I am a bit of a tactical.
That would be what we call tone deaf.
Yeah. So 5th anniversary. We've got goodies coming on the 25th. That's certainly something. No.
What do you think? What else could be fun that they would do?
Some slicing mats for the new.
Ooh, yeah, the new slicing mats would be nice.
Would be good. That's kind of primo stuff.
I wouldn't turn down some Queel and IG-11 shards.
No, sir.
There's not a lot I would turn down for what it's worth.
No. I don't know. I mean, I guess a lot of the same stuff, like Zeta mats are still good. Character shards are always appreciated. And, like I said, there's the slicing mats.
Signal data.
Signal data,
God.
yes.
Give me all the signal data.
Could be just hundreds of signal data and let me go crazy with it.
Hundreds
of each.
I got so many characters to bring up still.
And those, not the Zinbittle card, but
the Electrium or whatever.
Yeah, there's a heat sink and a Zinbittle card, and that stupid thing in the middle.
I was so mad at it the other day. I did a cuss on Discord.
You did a cuss on Discord?
I did a cuss.
I don't do that very often.
I do.
Occasionally,
well,
but
not in our guild Discord.
Yeah, I suppose. Okay, so what else do we have? Shard economy changes. So I'm wondering if this goes live on the 25th. Wasn't like super clear, but
I think they intentionally didn't make it super clear.
Yeah,
because they're going to see, how it is. Like that's the plan, but
something may just happen.
If you tell this community a date and it doesn't happen that day, you're going to be handing out so many Chewy shards.
I don't care if it's Thanksgiving or what. There will be no mercy. Yeah, so the shard economy changes are coming very soon. We talked about them last week, where you'll be getting double drops on most of the characters in the game from now on if you're grinding shards. Of course, the shard shop is switching around, but they did also kind of point out, I say they, it was Top Hat, also pointed out that they're using the shard changes kind of as a barometer almost to see, like, test this out, see what effect this has, because this will have a ripple effect where you change the shard economy, and a lot of players don't think of, I'd say 99.99999% of players don't think about these things, myself included, but there's a lot. When they make something more available, it changes the whole economy of the game, and
it moves the choke point.
Right. So what this does, they see how it pans out, and then they would love to make changes with gear, ships, and event rewards. Cool. Yeah, ships, I don't know exactly what they mean by that, but
because ships are not double dropping.
I thought it said they were.
Don't think so. They released a whole list of what was double dropping. I don't remember seeing any ships on there, were there?
Oh, interesting. I don't know. At any rate,
I assume they're going to start looking at this really as soon as we both finish Finalizer and Radis, so that we can't get 20 per event instead.
Yeah.
So 4 months, we can expect that, I think.
Yeah, really. So anyways, this is, something that they can kind of play around with. Kind of, again, moving this more toward being friendly to newer players, to brand new players, and people who didn't start day one and spend a lot of money.
I wouldn't be shocked to see them say that, any non-gold gear would move the double drop. Like, I feel like that wouldn't be crazy.
Outside of Kyrotech.
That is purple, isn't it?
Yeah. But I mean, they could literally just say all purple gear that's not Kyrotech.
Excluded Kyrotech, yeah. That would just help some of us move through, like, I want to get this one character I never did up quicker to meet my already impressive roster, and it's a dumb roadblock that just frustrates us.
Yeah.
As opposed to I'm bringing all these characters up along with everything as a new player.
Stun guns, stun cuffs, like they're just at this point they're just annoying.
I
guess they've always been annoying, haven't they?
I think we should try and find the new player to be our early game correspondent, because even if we went back and played it, it'd be through such a lens of a veteran player.
Yeah.
I don't know, where do we find those? You can't just like troll the bus line at the schools.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's wise.
Roll through in our white van, but like, hey kids.
Yeah.
No. Is our noobs are us? What do we? I don't know.
Hey kids, who you grinded?
Gross.
No. No. So yeah, I mean, this is something that's going to help a lot of people out. I'm hoping for more of that gear stuff as I've been working on weird characters that we'll get to later. Let's alleviate some of that. It's annoying. It's a pain. Please. What else? There's a little bit about Mando season 2, which has been awesome so far, by the way.
Yeah.
New episode's out today. If it's terrible, we haven't seen it yet.
No.
I say it's been awesome so far.
It drives me nuts how long I have to wait to see it.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
Stupid familial obligations that I honor.
But I have the day off. The kids, they don't have any calls on Fridays, so maybe we'll just watch it. We'll see.
Without
in the
wife.
Morning. No, she works from home, so
So she just chills and watches The Mandalorian.
Take a little break for a minute.
Yeah, no, it's. I wish Fridays is my wife's like she works 7:30 to like 8 tomorrow.
Oof. Yeah.
It's a long day.
Yeah. It's like a half hour at least.
That'd be amazing. So yeah, we are getting Moff Gideon, and he is going to be a Marquis. A couple of points here. One, people were assuming Marquis were dead with how they released Queel and IG-11.
Yeah,
that is apparently not the case.
Yeah.
And also, people were assuming Gideon was going to be at least legendary. As he's only been in on screen for about 10 minutes total so far.
Yeah, I don't know. Hasn't been in this season yet. So. Oh, has he?
He was a hologram.
Oh, hologram Gideon. That's right. Yep. So.
Don't drink while you're trying to do a podcast, kids.
Or do.
Oh, wrong.
You can be successful. So, yeah, and then they also tease some more characters. So.
Ooh. Now, here's the problem. How do we talk about this? Let's be spoilery about this show.
Give me Frog Lady. Just give me Frog Lady.
Yes. There's one other character I would very much like to have who was in this past episode.
Sure. Yep. I've been thinking about that. We've
been clamoring for this person since they were on Rebels, as I seem to recall.
Yep.
The end.
It's got to happen. What else? Galactic Challenges. Also making some changes to Galactic Challenges. Autocomplete is going to be a thing. So if you beat Tier 6, guess what? You just did Tiers 1 through 6.
Which sounds great.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, those early tiers for green pieces of gear and those silly feats, like, bye-bye.
It takes me roughly 40 seconds. I mean, it's not
but it's just silly.
It's nice. It cuts a little bit of the repetition. Repetition.
Yeah, it does.
So that's nice.
And then they're going to do that, I guess, kind of for all things. So if you beat Tier 5 with, a squad of 4, then essentially you have that feat done for all of those tiers. So,
right, because they're always the same feats. They just scale up.
Yeah.
Which lends itself to be able to do that. So that works.
So that's cool. And then also they're moving to a slightly different reward structure on those Galactic Challenges. So whereas now you beat the event and you get whatever feat was in that level and the tier rewards and the feat rewards. Now there's like an end of event rewards that, as I'm reading this, it seems like the thing runs 3 days. At the end of those 3 days, how did you do? Here's a chest of whatever. Kind of like a territory war or something like that.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of information on that yet. I'm very curious about the details on that.
Yeah. But I like that. Makes it feel like more of an event and not just a thing you do on Friday morning. And then you're done with,
Yeah, I mean, the original intention, as I recall, was to have them kind of be a daily thing that you did after your challenges. And obviously they dropped that.
Yeah.
But it really is. Like, it comes out on Fridays generally, and it's... You auto through what's available. You actually work at the few that are difficult. And you're done until next week. So I'm very curious how this is going to pan out for the new reward challenges or reward setup.
Yeah. And then I guess I skipped one thing here. Challenge tier raids. Huh?
Yeah.
That's fun. So a couple raid changes. In the State of the Galaxy, they just mentioned the challenge tier for a Rancor raid, which is kind of a misnomer a little, because it's like a separate event.
Right. It won't use the same tickets and everything, I don't believe.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. So it's not like you're giving anything up by doing this. But essentially, they're taking the old Rancor raid that is almost as old as the game itself.
Yeah, just about.
And kind of giving it new life. Graphic rework, new abilities, much higher difficulty, and
turkey cosmetics.
Exactly. What if the Rancor is a giant turkey on Thanksgiving?
It'd be so amazing.
So, okay, sounds like there's a Rancor raid going on upstairs. Someone's fighting bedtime.
Considering what time it is, that's impressive.
It is. She's a warrior. So yeah, the intention here, as is I think often the intention, is that this will not be soloable.
Yes, initially soloable.
Yeah,
they're trying to not make it that way.
So I feel like it's kind of funny when you go through the iterations of this, because they put out the Rancor raid. And cool, it's a big challenge, and eventually you work on your T-bow and your Qui-Gon. Everybody dust off your Qui-Gon, right? And Rex and whatever the comps were back then.
I did some wacky stuff.
And then something like CLS comes out and people are like, well, I can just beat the whole thing by reducing turn meter every single time. So on the tank, that comes out and they're like, all right, well, you can't reduce turn meter on the tank. I mean, you can on Grievous and on the rocket droid, but phase 3 or phase 2 and 4, no turn meter reduction. What are you going to do now? Well, we'll just find another team that does this, and so we solo that. Now with Supreme Leader Kylo, you've got soloing the Sith Raid, which was, again made to be even stupider.
It did take a while, to be fair.
It did. But
like
this time, I can picture the boardroom. This time they're talking about this raid, and they're like, all right, so this time we mean it. No one's going to solo this thing. No one. And
well, there's an easy way to fix that.
How's that?
Stop releasing characters.
I suppose so, yeah.
The inevitability is they're going to release characters that are powerful enough to do it, which is what happened with the Sith Raid.
Yeah. I mean, they'll have to just put in some, real rough rules. Like, after 5 minutes in this mode, you die.
There's got to be, crazy enrage. Or Galactic Legends are not immune to massive damage from... when with the fearsome foe ability,
Yeah.
I mean, that alone would probably do it.
We'll see. I'm excited about it, though. I think it's, I think back. There's pros and cons to having difficult content, engaging content, I guess, because
for sure we're gonna see an outcry of this is too hard right away.
I'm gonna be one of those voices. I know I am, but
and that's fine. It's supposed to be hard.
Yeah, but I miss that so much. Like when we first started coordinating on the Rancor, it was a pain in the butt and it was hard, but it was. There was community involvement of here's how to do it, and here's within the guild, okay, I can take this phase. I've got the team to do this phase.
We've seen territory battles kind of take the place of that, but the timeliness required is not the same, right?
Right. Yeah.
So it's a different kind of coordination. Yeah, no, I'm all for it. I always enjoyed it. We used to have people specifically just for a raid in charge of it to keep track of it. Mm-hmm. And that may end up coming back. It won't be me. I don't particularly enjoy raids. I'm very happy it's coming anyway because I know they're very popular and people love it.
Yeah.
I am very bad at them, which is not uncommon.
Yeah.
But that does make me very happy about a different raid change they're making.
And what might that be?
They're making the tank simmable.
Oh, bye-bye tank.
I never got Tank Tamer, and I don't care.
Yeah. Well, now you can, right? Because you'll randomly get first.
Does that actually give you the... No.
I think
We don't.
so.
You don't get assigned a rank. Everybody gets a thing.
Maybe. I don't know. Whatever.
Either way, it's fine. I get better rewards, and there will be people who are upset because they can't roll for first. But guys, come on, think of the time saved.
Mm-hmm.
Think of the quality of your life.
Yeah.
This tank raid is 3 and some change years old.
Yeah.
Like it's done, man. It's baked. Take it out the oven.
We don't need or want anything else that this tank raid has to offer as far as experience.
I mean, to be fair, I haven't really done it in a very long time, so maybe I'm not the best qualified to talk about it, but
sure.
The tank raid can every other day just give me some rewards, which is what it does now, but they're going to be better, so I'm fine with it.
Yeah. Yep.
Next, Sith Raid.
Agreed.
Like right now.
Yes. Yes. I missed a Sith Raid tonight, and every time I do it, I think, oh man, I missed it. So?
Yeah. It's our brand.
I don't have Supreme Leader Kylo. Why do I care?
I do.
And you don't care.
Yeah, but you want me to watch a video on how to do it?
Yeah.
Like, can I auto it? No, I got to sit there for an hour?
Yeah.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Good point. It's good. It's a good point.
Plus, that's my kid's bedtime.
So, I have a question for you here.
Yeah, sure.
So the tank takedown, they have specific requirements.
Just like with the Rancor when that first happened.
So first, let's point this out. You have to have beaten heroic tank takedown 50 times. Fine.
I think we got that.
And then 35 members of the guild have to have a 7-star General Kenobi, which I imagine for some guilds is going to be a pain in the butt because you'll be able to sim it, and then a couple of people leave the guild and you can't sim it.
It's so hard coming at it from where we're at in the game.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, we're not letting anybody, you're not getting in the guild if you don't have a 7-star. But that's definitely coming from a place of Galaxy of Heroes privilege.
Yes.
As an old guild.
Yeah.
That reminds me, I posted on our Discord about it because I'm going to toot my own horn on this publicly now. I had 6,000 lifetime donations to our guild exchange. And that's really just a function of how long we've been in this guild.
Yeah. Well, if I wouldn't have quit the game and come back.
You've got 4, Sean. Get out of here.
Right. I'd be all right. I've been good since I came back because I've actually been conscious of the donations thing. I don't want to look like a chump any more than I already do, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
By donations lifetime, there you go, 6,005.
Oh yeah, I mean, clearly I've done more since then.
Zowie. Yeah.
There was a member of our guild for a long time.
I'm up to 204.
You're doing good. You're doing good, baby. Fluffy Kittens is you may recall. I'm sure he's listening now. Dude was in the guild for a fraction of the time I was before he left again. Mm-hmm. But he shamed everybody. Mm-hmm. He stormed the top of that, and it didn't matter what it was. He filled it. Mm-hmm. It was amazing.
Yeah.
But he's gone, and I'll have regained my throne.
Yeah. The giving tree. Now, so my question that I was trying to get to is there's something here in the notes about John's Gak wackiness.
Wackiness? I'm trying to think of a better way.
Guackiness?
So I was setting my defenses for the new rounds, whatever phase, round of the round. And I was setting my Supreme Leader, as I do. I was like, I don't really feel like making this a giant wall of hard teams. I said, you know what? I got a lot of pretty good First Order. And it's 3v3.
Mm-hmm.
So I made the entire section First Order.
Oh, nice. I did that with Resistance this time around.
Did you?
Yeah.
The only problem is I was one character short. So I did have to use the Imperial TIE Pilot on my TIE Pilot team. But I don't think anybody's going to notice.
Yeah.
Well, he is Gear 12 instead of 13. He's the only one who's not at least relic.
Oh, my. Yeah.
But my Phasma, OG Kylo, and Fox team, I'm got high expectations. If anybody bothers to attack. And then the bottom one, I was like, you know what? I'm going to keep this going, keep the good energy flowing. Mm-hmm. I put all Empire.
Oh, nice.
And then the back node behind that, I put all garbage Jedi.
Huh.
Now, you might be thinking, what about your good Jedi, John? And the trick question is, I don't have any.
The same.
So yeah, it's fun, whatever. And then the first battle, which just ended today, I don't remember.
Yeah.
But I went up against somebody who said an auto defense. I killed one team and they never bothered attacking. So
nice.
My genius is ignored once again. It hurls before swine.
Man, I had a weird first week of Grand Arena here, where I won the first matchup.
Sure.
Second matchup I lost because I forgot to attack. Third matchup I forgot to attack, but my opponent also forgot to attack or failed to, and I won on GP.
You can go back and look if they didn't bother attacking, right? Or if they just...
No, I mean, I just mean like either they forgot to or just didn't care. And I still took third place overall.
That ain't bad.
So
that's pretty good for a short day's work.
I don't mind that. But no, I won this round, and my bottom front section was... Oh, no, it's not all Resistance. Yeah, because I did it with a Finn lead, a Poe lead, and a Rey lead. But the Rey lead is the Han and Chewie. So regular Han, regular Chewie. So, yeah.
I trusted you.
Yeah, well, that's about as far as you can trust me.
I said First Order TIE Pilot, First Order Special Forces TIE Pilot, and Empire TIE Pilot.
Yeah.
As a defensive team.
I wouldn't call it defensive. It was a...
I desperately want somebody to underestimate it.
Really,
just get one hold. One hold. There's no leader ability.
Yeah.
Just one hold.
It's just 3 Imperial employees.
2 are from the First Order.
Hanging out. Oh, yeah. You're right. So, anyways, I guess while we're talking with such personal matters as our GAC performance.
Gross.
Who you grinded?
Well, mon frere, I have been busy. I finished up Le Bel Petit Amiral. He is now 100 of 100. Gear 12. 2 pieces away from going to 13. And then just signal data. It's just a bunch of gold eyeballs, and then it's just signal data. I did finish Thrawn, went from R5 to 6, so he's donezo.
Nice.
I got Marauder from 3 to 4, so, just grinding signal data.
Yay.
Sidious is still at 13. He needs all the signal data. Mm-hmm. And that's it. Everything else is done. So aside from a little bit of gear on Piet, and then a ton of signal data, I'm ready and raring to go.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got to thinking about the future. As one
dangerous.
does these days. I wax philosophical, coming up on these, days of family and travel.
Yes. As our ancestors did.
Yes, that's very true. We used to go from Pittsburgh to Chicago, across the Great Plains of Ohio. So with this double drop change coming with the shard economy, as I mentioned last week, I have no excuses left not to grind the Revens. So regrettably, I am going to do that. But if I finish my Piet grind for gear, at least, I'm going to have nothing assigned for my regular energy, right? It's all signal data at that point. So where to go? Well, I want to wait for the double drops for my Revan stuff. So I'm probably going to grind gear on my Sith tanks that I'm still working on. They're still gear 12. Probably throw some more at the Triumvirate. And then as soon as that double drop hits, it's going to be full steam ahead on Jedi Revan. And I don't like it. But I'll be functionally more useful. This last time in the Clone Parade, I was more ineffective than usual, which is saying something.
So you didn't deploy?
I don't know. Hey, I get a wave or 3.
Yeah.
I thought that my he's going gear 12, but with 4 Zetas, I thought surely my General Skywalker can make my relic clones do better.
Yeah.
I was wrong.
Yeah.
Very. And the Ahsoka Anakin mission did not go great.
No.
So I need to get better at the Clone Parade because I'm embarrassing myself and the guild. Like, the whole thing is I'm bad, but I do well enough.
It's bad when John can smell his own funk.
That's right. That's right. When you take off your shoe and you're like,
I'm gonna put that back on. I'm gonna sleep in these shoes.
So with the Jedi's Revan, that team plus a Kenobi, that'll all be stuff I'm grinding. I already have a decent Kenobi, so that should at least get me a wave or 2, right?
Yeah.
Give me hope, and then
Revan you can luck out and get a couple waves, even if you're a little below where you ought to be for the Clone Parade. So sometimes, and
then I don't know what else to do at that point, frankly, without going full on resistance. And
it's painful.
So far from that. So I think I might do that and then see where I'm at, because that's going to be a while anyway. I'm going to hate every minute grinding that Jedi Revan team, but I grit my teeth and bear it for the Black Sun heroes.
And for Darth Malak. Sweet Malak.
Screw that Jaws. Mother. Sean, who are you grinding?
Man, I made some moves this week too. I have gotten all of my Jedi Luke requirements done except for Mon Mothma, Backpack Chewie, and Rebel Y-Wing.
And I'm looking at those shard counts.
Yeah, I haven't really picked up the pace like I thought I would, but it's okay. It's okay. Because again, I've got Rey. I'm doing fine. Like
you're loving life, man. You're doing fine.
Yeah. Jedi Luke, I'll see you when I see you, buddy.
Yeah.
So I mean, Rebel Y-Wing, I'm at 47 out of 85. Mon Mothma, 43 out of 85. Backpack, 66 out of 85. So
that buffet's not going anywhere. You're just taking your time getting back up there.
I'm telling you, I'm
you're
not feeling the rush. So that's happening. Let's see. When double drops start, I'm gonna be maybe, going after some of those characters that I wish I had at 7-star that I don't. So that's great. But in the meantime, I looked at my roster, and as I've finished a bunch of these up, I'm like, okay, what else can I be working on? And I I relicked HK-47 because he's part of my Sith Empire team. I love my Sith Empire team, and they're the hammer that I drop in Grand Arena or Territory War. Uh-huh. So that's done now. Took him up to Relic 3. And
it's respectable.
There he is. Now I started thinking about what else can I do with regards to relics and other characters to work on. I used General Skywalker in Arena, and I had some other difficulties with that General Skywalker and Ahsoka mission. I did well, but I didn't clear it both times, so whatever.
Whatever, man.
So he's an amazing character, so I think I'm going to try to take him. I've got him at 5. Try to take him up to Relic 7.
Yeah, I mean that's probably the right choice.
I think he's just someone you won't regret putting work into. I Zeta'd Shakti also. Her leadership Zeta I did not have, but that gives me the ability to use her with the clones.
Because you use gas on your raid team even in the clone parade, right?
No clone. No clone parade. I don't, but I like to have them available for a territory war if I need it. But then also, I'll use General Skywalker and Ahsoka for 2 days, where
sure that leaves Shakti available, right?
To get some use out of those clones. So, looking forward to that. I also use her in 3v3 with who is it? Fives and Rex, maybe? I think Fives and Rex. Yeah. I throw Echo with General Skywalker and Ahsoka, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that tracks.
But, so yeah, I did that. Next Zeta, I guess, start hoarding, but if something pops up, something pops up. But I really ought to, as I'm getting a little bit closer to Luke. I want to be able to Zeta him when I get him. Oh, well, that's all we got for you this week. May not be the best advice, but at least we didn't recommend spending hours spending all your ally points, because now Bronziums are going to be fixed. So, Galactic War Report is brought to you by our Patreon supporters. Learn how to become one and get access to our Discord server at patreon.com/Galactic War Report. As always, big thanks go out to our Sandcrawler level supporters, CT1980, Devin Doctorman, John T. Kusenik Jr., and STLGOH.GG. If you like what you hear, please consider showing your support with a rating and or review through your podcast medium of choice. Thanks for tuning in, and may the Force and RNG be with you.